Greetings, YouTube. I don't remember the last time I got this much of requests for an Alliance Quest specific video, but you would be amazed at how many people are saying that their Alliance is getting wrecked by this Map 5 Hyperion mini-boss. And there's really one main reason why, and it's this godforsaken node that all Power Lock, Heal Block, and Fate Seal debuffs are automatically shared with the attacker for 10 seconds, but really the attacker begins the fight with these debuffs for 20 seconds. So basically, your power is locked for 20 seconds, and Hyperion is gaining a crazy amount of power. So if you're not careful, you don't bring in the right champs, before you have a chance to even gain any power whatsoever, you're getting hit with a special 3. And that special 3 is often wrecking people because the amount of people who've told me that they're going to not do map 5 anymore or even just quit the game because of stuff like this has improved, 1,000%. I went from really not hearing about that much, but for a couple times a month, to hearing about it a crazy amount. That's not even talking about, of course, the Alliance War issues that are separate videos. But today I wanted to talk about some counters for you and your Alliance to think about when it comes to this boss, so you don't rage quit the game, and if you do love the game regardless, maybe you can still enjoy it. Keep in mind, Hyperion's not going to be the mini-boss every time. It's just going to be one of those bosses that cycles through from time to time. It just so happens, just like with the Ultron drones, that this is the first week of the new Alliance Quest season, and this is what Kabam has decided to throw our way. So I really don't know the easiest way for me to do this besides just showing you my roster and bringing up the champion that I am talking about. So one of the best videos, he's right there, that I've seen is with KILLMONGER. So keep in mind that KILLMONGER has this awesome ability, not with synergies, but with his special 2, right? So when we go to special attacks, remember that for the Leopard Strike, leaping into the air for a height advantage, KILLMONGER lands with his ceremonial blade, striking deep wounds in his target. Vibranium Armor, this is really the point of this, activates 3 indestructible charges. A charge is spent to ignore all the incoming damage from attack, max 4 charges. So the key to this, of course, and this is a big disclaimer, is to be able to dex and bait specials for that first 20 seconds so you can build up to a special 2 with KILLMONGER to then get those indestructible charges and take literally 0 damage from Hyperion. But if you can't, KILLMONGER will be no more valuable to you than anyone else. So it really is about getting that special 2, getting the indestructible, and then tanking the special. Now, if you don't want to rely on that, the champion that I think is becoming quite popular is ICEMAN. This is a champion that was stuck in war the entire time that I played this game, but now that I'm in an alliance that has boycotted Alliance War, I could bring this guy in to help and not have to worry about having him stuck on defense or offense. One of my favorite things about being a warless alliance is that you don't have your best champions, whether that be on defense or attack, basically stuck for 48 hours. Or at least 24 hours. So yeah, it's really nice to not have to worry about that anymore. I have enjoyed the game immensely more because of this. But just keep in mind that Ice Armor takes a max of 5% damage, and so you start it, and you just basically get to wait and hopefully have that refill by the time that you need it again. But keep in mind that you still, with any other champion, likewise want to be baiting specials and using all you can to dodge the time needed to tank a special 3, because every time Hyperion uses a special 3, it also takes quite a few seconds of animation, and you have that precious 3-minute timer, and you don't want to be timed out. Speaking of baiting specials, the best champion, at least in my book, for baiting specials is the one, the only, Mr. Stark Spidey, because his taunt is going to be fantastic. I wish that you didn't have the class disadvantage, but at the same time, the taunt will work to hopefully make it to where Hyperion's not going to fire a special 3 at you. And Hyperion specials, for the record, are pretty dang easy to dex back, so that shouldn't be an issue. It's really just about taunting the opponent, and then of course once you have the ability after that first 20 seconds to gain power, to wreck him either with that special 1 in the power drain, or personal favorite, the special 2, myself. So besides that, another champion that my alliance personally has a lot of great versions of this champion, and so they have recommended that I talk about this for sure, is the one, the only Mr. Luke Cage. Now, in the past season of Alliance War, this was the MVP against the mini-boss of Morningstar. Now he is one of the MVPs when it comes to the Hyperion mini-boss. Why? Well, his exhaust debuffs reduce power gain by 25% per stack, and depending on his Special 3 SIG ability, he can also tank that Special 3. So, or I should say, depending on his SIG ability, he can tank the Special 3. That's a lot of confusing words to those of you who maybe have no idea what I'm talking about. But besides Luke Cage and Iceman, Killmonger, Stark, Spidey, there are some honorable mentions that have also been sent to me as just mention these as potential counters because maybe you watching this have none of these champions. Ghost Rider, though you would ideally like to have, like anyone else, the ability to gain power quickly, Ghost Rider can be a pretty good counter. I had somebody in my alliance say they took down Hyperion yesterday with their 565 Ghost Rider. Morningstar can be an effective counter as well. I had somebody tell me that they used Mephisto and enjoyed that. And then Void, certainly, if you have some luck, can, with the Petrify debuffs, help with the power gain. Psylocke, and then this is really how I wanted to end this video. So really, we want to talk about the Mystic counters. Magic can still be effective, but not like she used to be, right? Because you can't count on, say, even if you've got a huge amount of Mystic Dispersion in your Mastery setup, you can't count on getting to her special too quickly because of that 20-second counter. So you're really going to want to do your best to bait specials, get lucky, get to your special 2. Once you're in that special 2, you're basically home free if you can keep getting it to connect. The same goes true with Vision, particularly 565 OG Vision, as I don't think we have seen Age of Ultron Vision available in anything above a 4-star. But at the same time, the big reason why you wanted to buy Vision was to control the power starting with the first second of the fight, and you can't do that with this particular mini-boss because of that 20-second power lock. Now, one of the options that I think I would be definitely doing you a disservice if I didn't talk about is Symbiote Supreme, right? This guy is so amazing when it comes to nullifying power gain. And so, even though I still think Symbiote Supreme is kind of a hit or miss option, not for the nullify, but because at least when I play this champion, I want to get to a special 3 as quickly as possible to cause as much bleed damage as possible, and you can't get to a special 3 but starting after 20 seconds. So it is tougher to get to a special 3 for this guy, but the nullifying abilities should help keep you alive until that point. I really wanted to end this video, and this is going to be a separate video at some point, maybe this week, but we have been asking ourselves the question in this community for a while. What is it going to take to get this Bay, the OG best champion in the game, especially before patch 12.0, Scarlet Witch? What's it going to take to get her to a 5-star availability? I think we have our answer. I think this Hyperion mini-boss is the perfect reason for Kabam to want there to be a historic hunger for a 5-star Scarlet Witch. If you had a 5-star Scarlet Witch, you could nullify that power gain and add a whole bunch of other fun detrimental effects on your opponent, in this case Hyperion, without needing to gain power those first 20 seconds. So I think it is time, now more than ever, because of that Hyperion mini-boss, for us to demand and ask for a 5-star Scarlet Witch, similar to how Kabam has released featured Grandmaster and, God forbid, someday Cavalier with 6-star opportunities, Crystals and the Crystal Vault. I think we've seen that time and time again with so many limited 4-stars like Black Widow, now OG Thor, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is also a nice kind of bonus champ to name, but I just wish his damage was better. We need a pre-patch 12.0 Doctor Strange. If you join this game after patch 12.0, you don't know how great Doctor Strange used to be. He used to be amazing. Well, I always tell you I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes. My timer says we're at 9 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm sure there are plenty of people I did not have time to cover, so if you want to comment below and let me know additional counters for this mini-boss that I missed, I will heart them, and hopefully people will see them. I always like to have these kind of videos be discussion posts to help people not lose health, potions, units, etc. than anything else. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Good luck in this current fiesta of a crazy Hyperion boss that is not as crazy with the right counters, but if you're not prepared, you will be wrecked.